Benny's to get it upgraded, but I think it's definitely worth the money to get it upgraded because the car sounds nice, looks nice, and these are, once again, not in any particular order like I said in the intro, but I think this car is just like a really nice car all around. It's got a good speed, it looks nice, and you definitely see at least one or two of these in every car show that you go to. So number 9 on my list is the Spectre Custom. You can get the regular Spectre for about 700k on Benny's Motorsports website, but if you do want to upgrade it, I think it's only around 200k, I believe. But this car is just really nice for car shows, and it's kind of a rare car because you don't really see it a lot. And also, it's got a pretty good startup. It's a nice sounding engine, and also you can mess around with the interior however you like since it's a Benny's car. It doesn't really go the fastest, but it's just a really nice sounding car and a really nice looking car. So if you definitely want a cheaper car show car, which is under $1 million with the Benny's upgrade, I would definitely go with this one because it is cheaper with mods. I think it's just about the same with the number 10 spot, maybe a little bit more if you're adding all the mods with it, but it's just overall a really nice car. Coming in at number 8, we have the Jester Classic, which should be about $895,000, I think. The price should be somewhere up on screen, where you can get this car on Legendary Motorsports, but it's also known as the 1998 Toyota Supra. It's a really nice car, it sounds great. You see quite a lot of these in car shows, I believe. I've seen a few in the car shows that I go to, but it's just a really nice car. You don't have to Benny's it like the past 2 cars that we had on this list. And it's pretty close to the Supra in real life, I would say. It's got pretty good handling too, top speed. I don't really know the top speed, anything like that, but this is just mainly for looks. It's not like a race car. Coming in at number 7, we have the Gauntlet Hellfire, which is $745,000 on Southern San Andreas. It's a really nice car, sounds great, looks great. It's pretty good at drifting. It's got a really good top speed, and if you know how to drive this thing, you can beat a good amount of supercars with it. So this car doesn't need to be Benny'd either, just like the car in the number 8 spot. But it's got a decent top speed, I would say. It does sound nice. The interior looks pretty good on this car too. It's really nice. You got your radio down there where you can see what's going on or whatever. But it's just overall really nice car, and definitely one that you should get. So in our number 6 spot, we have the Corvette D10, which at the time of making this video, it should be at a sale for at $910,000, but the normal price is $1.5 million, I think somewhere around there. But for the price, it's definitely a really nice car. You know, it is a little bit more pricey than the cars that I've had previously on this list, but it's just really nice for car shows. It sounds pretty good too, and top speed, it's not really the fastest because it is a sports car, it's not a supercar, but it is definitely worth the price, I would say. So in our number 5 spot, we have the GB200, which is on the cheaper end. It should be around 800, 900k on Legendary Motorsports. The price, once again, will be on screen for you guys to see. But this is a really nice handling car. It's a smaller car. It's a 2-door, but it sounds pretty good. You know, with the I believe turbos in this thing. I need to go check, but it sounds really nice. You can do a lot of mods with it too, as you can see. I have modded it out a decent amount. You can have big wings. I think you're able to remove parts of the car, like the grill up here, and then I don't know if you can take off the rear bumper. I think you can, but when you get the car, just go check that out for yourself. But this is just a nice sounding car. You know, it's pretty fast. It's not the fastest on the list, but it is definitely on the lower end for newer players if you do want to get it. So I would recommend that for newer players. So in our number 4 spot, we have the Benefactors Slagen GT. I think that's how you pronounce it. I probably butchered the name. But so this car is about 1.3 million on Legendary Motorsports, and I think this is probably one of the nicest sounding cars on the list. And it is a little bit more pricey for newer players, but if you're willing to grind and get the money for it, it just sounds really nice. And see, it's got pretty good handling too. You know, you're not going to spin out of control with this thing. it is a very nice car, and you can do a decent amount of mods with it since it is on the newer. Number 3 spot, we have the Sultan Classic, which this car should be on sale. Again, like another one of the cars on the list at the time of me making this video, and it should be around $1 million, and I think the price without it being on sale is 1.3 million. So it is pretty pricey, but it's a very nice car. You know, it sounds pretty good. You can do a lot of customizations to this thing too, and it also has all the I don't know, the sticker stuff you can do with it. I think it's called the sticker bomb or whatever, where you can do that with the hood, the bumper, the skirts, you know, all that stuff. You can customize it to however you want, and it's just a really nice car. Sounds pretty good. It's got good control, and I don't even think I have turbo in this thing right now, and it just sounds great by itself. In our number 2 spot, we have the Italia GTO, which is coming in at $1,985,000, so just under $2 million. And even though this car is pretty expensive, but it's just like my favorite car, I think, out of all my cars that I have, and I have quite a few. So this thing is just, it's fast, it's good, you know, it's got good top speed and whatever, you know, it sounds good too. And definitely if you take this to a car show, you're gonna have a lot of people liking your car, because you can customize it to a pretty good amount, I would say, you know, with the wings and all the other stuff you can do. You can do a lot with the hood, and I think the rear bumper and front bumper, you can do a lot of customizations with it too. So overall, I would say if you have the money to get this car, going in at 300, I don't know, the price will be on the screen, but I just made an example of how much you can actually customize this car. I think there's about 25 customizations in total. You can even customize the tail fin up top. It's got some pretty cool liveries. I just put probably like the coolest one, I thought, from all of them. The other ones are pretty standard, just advertisements and stuff. And the car is actually a sports car for being $3 million. It's not a supercar if you look in the bottom right, which is a little bit weird, but it doesn't make it not fast or anything. It's still really fast. It sounds good, and I would definitely buy it if you have money, because the customizations you can do on it is like, there's a lot.